If there will be no changes in schedule, then we could expect that the next Prime Warframe will be Loot Mama Korra. So why am I excited? Because Korra is one of the best Warframe in the game in my opinion. I know some will disagree with me, but so far, I'm loving how Korra gets me those resources that I need to craft weapons and Warframes, and also resources for the Helminth system. She is one of the best, if not, the best farming Warframe right now in the game. But squad leader, you are forgetting about Necros. I'm not forgetting about Loot Daddy Necros. It's just, Korra is a more chill farmer Warframe for me since you just drop her pilfering strangle dome, and keep whacking those enemies caught in the ability until they drop some loot. Call it lazy farming, but it's very effective in getting those resources. But squad leader, there are many factors why you should consider Necros. First of all, he can be very tanky, unlike Korra. Well, that is true, but for many years of using Korra, I did not experience any which I have difficulty in farming. Whether it's a Corpus, an Infested, Grenier, or Oregon faction, Korra can farm whenever, wherever, and whatever she wants. But how about Nullifier squad leader? Well, nullifiers are a big hassle, but it doesn't totally destroy your Strangle Dome. Once hit by a nullifier, the Strangle Dome won't disappear. Instead, it will just scrape a portion of the ability and you can just recast it whenever you want, or use something like the Mitre with the neutralizing Justice Augment to pop those nullifier bubbles and get back to farming. And as you can see in the video, my Korra can recast her ability anytime without worrying about energy. How is that? With the help of the dispensary subsume ability from Protea. Some may say that Gara's Spectro Rage ability with its Spectro Siphon Augment works better, but I prefer to differ. In my opinion, Dispensary has more benefits to Korra since it doesn't only provides energy, but also survivability with the help of the Equilibrium mod. The Dispensary ability provides universal health, energy and ammo to the player, and this health can be converted to energy. Then energy can be converted to health with the aid of the Equilibrium mod. With an Equilibrium Dispensary Korra, you won't worry about survivability and energy running low while you are on a mission. The good part is, Strangle Dome provides cover for your Korra, before you can even use Dispensary as a survivability tool. In my opinion, once you get to use Dispensary Korra, you won't need any other build for a farming setup. But what about DPS with her Whipclaw squad leader? I am worried that once Korra Prime will come out, she will not be as powerful as before. Korra Prime will be the same, but only differs a few in terms of stats. But I must admit, the power of Korra has been trimmed after Digital Extremes nerfed some critical mods in the past. However, Korra can still red crit with her Whipclaw. Before we used to equip Gladiator mod set in your Sentinel weapon to take advantage of the crit per combo multiplier of the mod set. But now, you will need to equip it in your stat stick and Korra itself to make it to those red crit numbers. But is it okay, squad leader? Yes, there will be no problem doing this as for a farmer Korra build. You can always equip Gladiator Finesse and Gladiator Resolve in Korra, then in your stat stick, you need to equip Gladiator Might to complete the red crit at 12 times combo counter with this build. But wait, here's the catch. You will need a critical chance Riven to hit those red crit numbers with only 3 Gladiator mods available in your setup. Without a Riven, you need another Gladiator mod in your stat stick, but it's not a complete red crit setup. You will have a chance to red crit with orange crits being the most dominant in your damage numbers. But don't be disappointed, as red crit isn't a necessity in this game. It's true that it would give you that satisfaction while killing the enemies, but it's not needed, especially in this Korra farming build. By the way, melee weapons are used to increase the damage of your Whipclaw aside from having power strength mods in your Warframe build. We often call it a stat stick, and the best ones are those with high Riven disposition, as you can get better stats in your Riven. In my case, I always use the Jaw Sword not only because it has a 5 Riven disposition, but also I can equip the Blade of Truth to augment to further boost the damage of my Whipclaw. With this build on my stat stick, plus the accumulating Whipclaw on my Korra, I am free to go add overextended and not worry about low in power strength, since I got plenty of damage just from the augment and the mods I have on my stat stick. Another great tip is using the Primary and Dexterity Arcane, paired with the Nariman Power Spike passive to maintain your combo counter. This build is all about red crit at 12 times combo multiplier, and you will need to maintain it for the rest of the mission. There's a current bug right now when using the Gladiator mod set along with the Smeeta Cavat. Each time the Smeeta Cavat procs the critical chance bonus, my crit numbers turn orange instead of red crits. It's kind of annoying sometimes, but like I have said earlier, red crit is just for satisfaction and not a necessity. I'm very excited with Cora Prime, and quite ready for this year because I know that this is one of those primes that I will often use in the game. The efficiency it provides in terms of farming stuff in the game can't be denied. She got the capacity to be useful in the game, and all she needs right now is great looks. I'm pretty excited about what the Prime variant will look like, and I'm also excited about the new primed weapons that Cora Prime will have. During release, Cora comes with both dual ears and Hystrix. Dual ears is one of those dual-wield weapons that can melt enemies in seconds, and it's a no-brainer that when this receives a Prime version, it will be a better hybrid melee weapon. But, I'm really looking forward to what they can do with the Hystrix with added gimmick. This pistol allows you to choose between heat, cold and electricity to serve as quills that provides rapid hits to enemies. I'm really curious on how Digital Extremes can provide a better gimmick with this weapon, if they decide to make it as a Prime weapon, that is. Lately, we have been seeing not just stat upgrades on the Prime weapons, but some interesting gimmicks that makes the weapon overall useful. If they do something with the Hystrix, then I would be very happy, as this was a very interesting weapon at launch, but people got bored about it since it doesn't perform better than other meta weapons. Now, I would like to know if you are also excited about Cora Prime. Are you excited on how she will look? Or are you just excited that one of your favorite farming Warframe will finally get a Prime variant? Take note that there's no official confirmation yet, but if we take a look at the release pattern, Cora Prime's release is inevitable this year. Thank you so much for watching. Squad Leader signing off.